what are macros in C? So macros are preprocessor directives. Okay, so now we're coming to the part that what are preprocessor directives. So preprocessor directives are some C statements that are processed before the compilation of the program. So in C, a preprocessor directive starts with a hash. Okay, so whenever a hash is appeared in the code, then that will be a preprocessor directive. Okay, so like this hash include stdio.h. This is also a preprocessor directive. What this hash include stdio.h does is, so now the C program will find that in include directory there is a header file stdio.h, and that code segment stdio.h, whatever in the file stdio.h, that code segment will be pasted in this source program. Okay, so preprocessor directives are defined with hash. What is a macro definition? So macros are also a preprocessor directive. So macros are defined like this: has defined, say pi 3.14. Okay, so what this preprocessor directive has defined pi 34 does is, wherever there is a pi in the code segment, so wherever there may be a pi in defined places, so that will be replaced by 3.14 before the compilation of the program. Okay, you can see that this is a simple C program, and we have declared a main function, and we have called here the macro add number 1 and number 2. Now whenever we find this declaration add number 1 and number 2, that will be replaced by this code segment before compilation of the program. Okay, so that will basically replace. So yeah, so okay, so this will look like something that, so sorry for this. So and this will be, so our argument, so our function, so macro argument was number 1 and number 2, so number 1 plus number 2. Okay, so this code segment will be, so add ab will be replaced by these 3 lines in we have declared earlier in the macro definition. Okay, now the program will be compiled. Okay, so this preprocessor directive is um, processed before the compilation of the program. Okay, now we will see that. Okay, now we will see how a macro is defined in multi-line. Okay, so you can declare it in one line also, that can be bit messy. So this is the declaration. Oh, one thing that what swap, so what swap function does, we will see what swap means actually. So say if we take two numbers a, so a equal to 2 and b equal to 3. Okay, now after swapping, so after swap operation, b will be 3 and sorry, a will be 3 and b will be basically 2. Okay, So you can see we are interchanging the values of the variables, that is called swapping. Okay, so what is the logic of swapping? So we can take a temp variable and we can assign it to the value of a. So now if our a is 2, okay, now forget this line. So if our value a is 2, then obviously temp will be also 2, so that is small a is, sorry, small b, so temp will be 2. Now we will assign the value of b with a. So this basically means a equal to, so the value of b is 3, so this basically means a is 3, and b will be the assigned to value of temp. Okay, so b is now equal to 2. Okay, so you can see here that a was 2 and b was 3. Now a is 3 and b is 2, so this is the logic of swap operation. Okay, so yeah, we can take an integer number. Okay, so and now temp equal to a. So this line does our swap operation. Okay, now yeah, so we have defined the swap macro. Okay, now see here, here is our main function and we have called the swap. Okay, now what so you have already known that whenever the program we want to run the program, that code segment, this code segment, swap code segment will be pasted here and the program will run. Okay, before compilation actually the code segment will be pasted here. Okay, so we will run our program now. Yeah, there is a problem. What is the problem? Temp anti, oh sorry. Okay. Yeah, so let's say pick the two numbers to be swapped. So let's say our first value is 10 and second value is 15. Now you can see here that number 1 is 10 and number 2 is 15. Now after swapping operation, number 1 is 15 and number 2 is 10. So this is basically our code. Thank you.